going somewhere. So it would be best for us to earn in foreign currencies. That way, it could cushion the effect of what the economy is doing to us as we speak. So once again, my name is Ikenna George Elendo, and today I'll be taking us on why you need to get involved with Royal Q and what this business can do for you. We'll be on this call for approximately 50 to an hour, 50 minutes to 1 hour, and then we can go ahead and do whatever it is that we're doing before the call. So I'm going to share my screen now, and then we'll officially kick off. Coach Mo, can you see my screen clearly?
Yes, we can see your screen.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so once again, welcome everyone. Thank you for taking our time to attend this webinar of ours. For the next 50 minutes, I'll be explaining to you why cryptocurrency and why Royal Q is a business that you'd want to get involved with as soon as possible. And I say that because, especially if you're living in a country like ours, the economy is not helping. And it will be best for you to earn in a currency that can help cushion that effect that we're having right now. So we'll be talking about, you've probably heard of cryptocurrency somewhere from a friend or on the news or someone, and maybe they understand what exactly it was. Please understand that this particular call is not for the experts. This call is for the layman, for the person that has no idea or some knowledge, just little knowledge of what cryptocurrency is. I'm going to explain how it works, how it can help us, and how we can help our financial goals and aspirations if you really take it seriously. So what is cryptocurrency? Now, before I get into the definition of what cryptocurrency is, um, I am certain that everybody in this room right here has some way, shape, or form exchanged money for some service or product or goods or service from someone. Now, the money you use to exchange that goods or the service is called fiat currency. Our regular naira, the regular dollar, the yen, the euro, paper money, money you can fold and put in your wallet or in your pocket, physical and touch. We call that fiat currency, FIAT. Now, there are lots of hindrances when it comes to our regular banking sectors. Um, Especially, let's say you have a few friends overseas that you like to send money to seamlessly. The structure makes it really difficult for a lot of us. You have to go to the bank. You need to ensure that you have the limits to send. You need to sign some paperwork. You need to, ensure that the channel over there is open for them to receive the money as well. All that hassle when you even want to send your own money. So, but cryptocurrency helps take all that aside, helps ease that process for you. Um, there is no third party when it comes to cryptocurrency. There is nobody calling you to ask you why you are sending this amount of money. Nobody's inviting you to ask you what you do for a living, for you to explain yourself and how you have this amount of money. Cryptocurrency is a digital asset, digital money. Now, remember, I said fiat currency is the money that we touch every day. We use to exchange for goods and services and all that. But cryptocurrency is digital. You can't touch it. Um, Now, why is it better than our regular banking systems? Because same scenario. If you have friends all over the world that you like to send some cryptocurrency to, you can do that seamlessly, literally seamlessly. It doesn't matter where they are around the world. As long as they have a cryptocurrency wallet that they can receive the funds into, you can send it seamlessly. Nobody calling you to ask you what you do for a living and so on. It is smooth sailing. And the only people that will know that a transaction happened will be between you and that person. Now, how does that work? Now, cryptocurrency, the way you send cryptocurrency is by something is in a place we call a blockchain. Now, what is a blockchain? Blockchain is where all the transactions that have ever happened on the cryptocurrency space get recorded and saved. Like I said, the blockchain is where every single transaction that has ever happened on the cryptocurrency space gets recorded and stored. Now, the blockchain is immutable. You cannot edit whatever has been uploaded on the blockchain. So we like to say that the blockchain and cryptocurrency in general is private. It gives you some privacy, but also it is transparent. And I'll explain what I mean by this. Now, let's say you send money to someone or cryptocurrency. Please, could you please mute yourself if you're just getting into the room? Thank you very much. Please mute yourself if you just get into the room. Thank you. So let's say, for instance, you'd like to send some money to someone overseas, some cryptocurrency. Now, the only two people that know that that transaction will ever happen will be between you and that person. But the blockchain makes it so transparent for everyone to see that I can go onto that blockchain right now and I can see a transaction that probably happened 4 years backwards or 5 years backwards. I will see a transaction that happened at a specific time. I would see the amount that was sent. I would see the wallets that received the funds. Now that's transparency, but I can't know the people who own those wallets. So that's what I mean by the blockchain is transparent, very transparent, but it is also anonymous. So it gives you that privacy when you want to send your own funds. So we've established that fiat currency is the currency that we exchange for goods and service every day, regular money. And cryptocurrency is the currency of the future, digital currency that you can send easily. And yes, it doesn't matter what amount of cryptocurrency you're trying to send, you can send $1 billion.
Yeah.
Please mute yourself as soon as you get to the room. Oh, man. 1 second, please. All right, great. Coach Mo, can you hear me clearly? Coach Mo, can you hear me clearly? Can anybody hear me clearly?
Yes, Coach George, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you. Okay, so as I was saying, cryptocurrency just gives you that ease of transacting with ease. And I also said that it doesn't matter how much it is you're trying to send to the person. You can literally send $1 billion to the person, and it will just arrive like a text. Now, picture trying to send $1 billion with our regular banking systems. All the red flags ever possible will be raised. You'll probably be invited. They'll want to know what you do for a living. They'll get you into the office. They'll call the police. Just to know what exactly you do for you to have that kind of money. But cryptocurrency, there's no third party. Nobody's calling to ask you how did you come about $500,000 or how did you come about $1 million. You can literally send that as a text and it will be received just like that. So for those who don't believe that cryptocurrency adoption is here and it is here to stay, it will keep increasing as we go. Here are a few statistics for you to understand why we are taking this thing seriously. Now, there are approximately 420 million crypto users worldwide as we speak. And here are the top countries that are major adopters of this movement. The first one is the USA at approximately 46 million people. Next, India at approximately 27, Pakistan at 26 million, Nigeria at 22 million. Then we have Vietnam at approximately 20 million as well. And this is counting because every day more people know about cryptocurrency, more people know about why they need to get into cryptocurrency and why they need to earn in foreign currencies. All right, so these are just explanations of all I've said of how cryptocurrency works with the blockchain and how it's so transparent, also anonymous. The fact that you can track every transaction that has ever happened. So nobody can cheat you. Nobody can tell you, oh, I sent this amount of crypto or Bitcoins to you. And you tell me, oh, no, you didn't. Because everything will be there to see, to everyone to see. But the only thing is that you can't tell who are the owners of those wallets that you're seeing on the blockchain. Only the people who are involved with the transaction will know that that is their own transaction. All right. So for you to own or hold or buy any cryptocurrency, you need to get involved with something we call a cryptocurrency exchange. Now, an exchange it's a platform where digital assets are sold. And by digital assets, I mean you've probably heard of Bitcoin, you've probably heard of Ethereum. Those are digital assets. Those are cryptocurrencies. Now, cryptocurrency exchange, this is where you buy and you sell and you keep and you hold these currencies. You go there to buy and you go there to sell. Now, there are so many cryptocurrency exchanges out there, but the major one that we mostly use is called Binance. Now, there is Coinbase, there is Binance, there's Kraken, there's Luno. There's so many cryptocurrency exchanges out there. If you'd like to know more, just go on Google and type that and you'd see a plethora of them. But the major one that we use in Royal Q is Binance. Now, in cryptocurrency, we have something we call trading pairs, and not just cryptocurrency. In terms of the financial space, we have something called trading pairs. Now, it's not as complicated as it sounds at all. A pair means two. So let me give an example. Like I said, this particular call is going to be for the layman. I'm going to break down everything down to bits so that you understand all I'm trying to say. So trading pairs. Let me give an example. Let's say you have $200 that a relative of yours brought back to Nigeria, and they gave that to you, and now you'd like to go and exchange that for your local currency. Now you take the $200 to a bureau de change or to an aboki, and you're like, aboki, how much is dollar today? How much is the US dollar today? Because I would like to change this $200 to my local naira. All you're trying to do there is you're trying to find out the value of the $200 you are holding in your own local currency. So what would the trading pair in that scenario be? It would be USD, which is United States dollar, slash NGN, which is the Nigerian naira. So now you trading pair means you're trying to find out what the value of what one currency is to the other. So in that case, because you have the US dollar and you want to change that to your Nigerian naira, the trading pair in that scenario would be USD slash NGN. Now, remember, this instance I just gave now is in regards to our fiat currency. Remember, I explained what fiat currency is, which is the money that we all have in our pockets and all that. Remember, your cousin or your relative gave you that money in hand. So that's the actual dollar you're holding. So that's called fiat money. All right. Now, understand that even though we have fiat, trading pairs in fiat currency, we also have trading pairs in cryptocurrency as well. Same thing. Over here, you can see BTC slash USDT. Can someone tell me what BTC stands for in the chat, please? If you have an idea what BTC stands for, please type in the chat. If you also know what USDT stands for, please type it in the chat. I'd like to know what the meaning of BTC and what the meaning of USDT in the chat. I'll be looking. Can someone tell me what it means in the chat? Okay, so Lisa said Bitcoin. Henry says Bitcoin. Bitcoin, great. Okay, so we've established that BTC stands for Bitcoin, right? So what's the meaning of USDT? Great. So Wax says United States dollar teller. No, that's wrong. United States dollar. No, that is fiat currency. What does the T stand for? Digital currency. Bitcoin slash United dollar tether. No, tether. Fantastic. Finally. So Osita has said the correct thing, is United States dollar tether. That is what, not treasury, no, tether, Tether. That is what USDT stands for. Now, what does this mean? So remember, as I said, in cryptocurrency, we also have trading pairs. In this sense, in this scenario right here, BTC slash USDT simply means that you have some Bitcoin and you like to know what the value of that Bitcoin is in USDT. USDT stands for United States Dollar Tether. Tether, Tether, is, like when you hold something attached to another thing. So this is simply going to give you the value of what your BTC is. Now, USDT is the cryptocurrency equivalent of what a fiat dollar is. I'll say it again. USDT is the cryptocurrency equivalent of what our regular US dollar is. So if I am saying that USDT is equal to our regular US dollar, can someone tell me how much one US dollar would be in USDT? How much would one US dollar be in USDT? How much would one US dollar be in one USDT? Okay, Lisa said one USDT, $1 equal, exactly. Fantastic. Okay, so I see that we are all on the same page. That's fantastic. So yes, one US dollar, which is our regular dollar, the money that you can put in your wallet and your pockets, is equal to one USDT. Exactly. One US dollar is equal to one USDT. So, but this scenario right here, you are trying to know what the value of the Bitcoin you're holding is in USDT. Hence the trading pair BTC slash USDT. Understand that there are so many trading pairs out there because there are so many cryptocurrencies out there as well. There's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, there's Litecoin, there's Zcoin, so many of them. So yes, you can have so many trading pairs. You can have Ethereum slash USDT, which will be ETH slash USDT. You can have Litecoin, which is LTC slash USDT. We can even have BTC slash ETH, which is Bitcoin slash Ethereum, and so on. So yes, so you can go on your Binance, scroll through. I can assure you that you're going to see a lot of cryptocurrencies there and trading pairs as well. So investing and trading in cryptocurrency, how do you make more of these cryptocurrencies? Because that's all we're here for. Why would you want, or how can you make more of the cryptocurrency that you're trying to make? Now, here are a few pointers. Number one, it's by hodling, HODLING. Now, it's a play on words. It's a play on the word holding, which is HOLDING, which is in actual terms like when you're holding on to something. But in cryptocurrency terminology, we call it hodling. Now, I'll give a literal explanation of what it is in regards to our everyday life. Let's say 10 years down the line or 10 years backwards, you decided to go purchase a property or a piece of land for, let's say, 2 million naira back then. And your plan was that you were not going to budge, you were not going to sell until maybe 10 years' time or 15 years' time because you wanted to maximize profits. So you told yourself that no matter what happens, you're not going to be pressured into selling off sooner than you want. Now, let's say 2 months down the line, someone comes up to you and tells you that, oh, look, someone is looking to buy the same property that you got for 2 million, but they're offering you 3.5 million. Yes, it's a profit of 1.5 million, but you know that you can do better. You know that in the future it will be worth way more than it is right now. And so you decline. And so you decide to keep doing this until, let's say now, 2024, the price tag on that particular property is currently 20 million for that same piece of land that you bought for 2 million. Now, what did you do throughout this entire time? All you did was you decided to be a hodler. You decided to hold on to that particular property without selling off, even with pressure um, on your back. You decided to hold on until the future because you understood that in the future, the value of this said property would be worth way more than it was when you bought it. And you were right. So imagine buying a piece of property or land for 2 million and selling at 20 million. So you see that the profit margin is astronomical compared to what you would have gotten if you had decided to sell at an earlier time. So that is just a literal explanation of what it is. But in this term, we're using it in cryptocurrency because there are a lot, like I said, there are a lot of cryptocurrencies out there. There are coins and cryptocurrencies that you can decide to hold on to for the longest, so however long you'd like to hold on to them. Why? Because you see that in the future, those particular cryptocurrencies will be worth way more than they are right now. This is exactly what happened to those who adopted Bitcoin when it came out. You know, when Bitcoin came out, everybody said, oh, this is a scam. This is not going to work out. This is going to probably die off in a month and so on. But here we are, years down the line. And those who took a chance on Bitcoin back then got paid out massively. By the time the value of the coins they were holding became outrageously profitable for them. So now they made the right call. They made the right call by being hodlers of Bitcoin or by being hodlers of cryptocurrency. So that in a nutshell is what hodling means when it comes to cryptocurrency. The next way you can make more cryptocurrency is by day trading. Now, please understand that for you to become a day trader, you would need some technical know-how. You need to understand strategies. You need to understand when to get into the market, what to look out for, what coins to buy, what coins not to get involved with at the time. There are a lot of things you need to understand when you decide to become a day trader. Now, I told you that the hodlers, they look for long-term profit. They look for delayed gratification. But the day traders are those that they want to be in and out. They want to be quick into the market, get their profit, and they're out. They are not looking to hold on to the coin forever. They are looking to make quick gains and leave. Now, don't get me wrong. You can be both. You can be a day trader. You can also be a hodler. Because, like I said, there are a plethora. There's so many cryptocurrencies out there that you can take advantage of. So yes, there are some that you can decide to hold on to for long term. And then there are coins out there too, there are cryptocurrencies out there too that you can see and make short-term gains on. So yes, it's flexible. You can decide to be both. You can decide to focus on one. But here in Royal Q, we'll show you how to maximize both in the business. So what is Royal Q? Why are we here today? Before I get into this, I would like to ask anybody in the room if you could tell me what the meaning of AI is. AI. What do you think the meaning of AI? What does it stand for? AI. What does it stand for? Lisa said artificial intelligence. Fantastic. Artificial intelligence. Okay. Great. Great. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, great. So yes, AI stands for artificial intelligence. Now, I keep telling some of my friends that whenever we talk that we are blessed to be in such a time that a lot of things have been made easier for us. Regardless of whatever occupation or whatever skill or whatever 9 to 5 you do, there's always some tool that can help make your work easier for you, especially in this day and time. And everything keeps evolving as we go on. Back then in the day, for you to pass an exam, you would have to go to a library. You'd have to go for night class. You need to study your books, like in the library, before you can pass. Years went by and the internet came into play. Now we'd go to Google to ask for information, write them down, and use that to pass our exams. Now, we are in such a time that AI is not taking over, but is here to enhance our performances in whatever business that we are doing. I'll give an example. Let's say there's someone out there that is into video editing or a videographer. Now, let's say he has a plan to shoot a video of a man and a woman walking down the street in Paris, and then chaos ensues later on. If he tries to do that, he would need to, first of all, get the location. He would need to hire a model or models in this case. He would need to get costumes for them. He would need to travel to Paris. He would need to take permission to shoot that video in whatever street it is. So all that already, it goes into the hassle, into the issues, everything that he has to tackle to get just that one shot he's trying to get for his content. But I'd like to let you know that right now, as we speak, there are AI tools out there that can help you recreate that exact scenario by you just typing in words. And I mean it. There are AI tools out there that all you need to do is type, please provide me a video with a man and a woman of whatever race walking down the street with a dog by their side, wearing coats and holding an umbrella. And in literal seconds, that video will be reproduced right now as we speak. So technology has come such a long way. It has come such a long way that it is here to help make our lives and our works easier for us. So relating that to real Q. Yes, there are traders out there that trade on their own, but why trade on your own and lose a lot of profit when you can trade with an AI tool that can help you monitor your trades while you do whatever it is that you do on your 9 to 5 or whatever business it is that you do? RealQ helps you make your trades easier, helps you monitor your trades easier and better, and helps you execute the trades when they are supposed to be executed. So RealQ, the trading bot, is a semi-automated AI trading bot that helps monitor the coins that you have decided to trade on your behalf. So as I go on, you'll understand why this tool is so amazing and why we are here preaching the gospel of what RealQ has done and is still doing for a lot of people out there. So here's a graphical representation of what I was talking about. On the left, we can see a day trader or someone who trades on their own. Now, don't get me wrong, there are lots of profitable traders out there that trade on their own, but the amount of output, the amount of trades that you can monitor at a time is not infinite. It is something that it has a limit as a human being. As a human, when you decide to go trade, a lot of emotions are involved. Let's say you have bills to pay, or your rent is almost due, or your school fees are almost here. So now you're getting to that trade because at the back of your mind, I need to make this money right now. I need to make this to pay for my dues or pay for my fees or my rent. And 9 times out of 10, when you get into trades with emotions, you tend to lose. And it's facts. You tend to lose because you have emotions. You need to make that money right now. And by the time you throw all technical skills and red flags that you're seeing in the market, you just decide to blind yourself away from them and do what you feel is right, thereby losing more money. Now, on the right here, you can see the AI tool, which is a robot in this sense, who has no emotions. The AI tool does what it is supposed to do. It doesn't care if you have bills. It doesn't care if you have fees to pay. It executes when it's supposed to execute. It delivers its trade when it's supposed to be delivered. It does what it's supposed to do when it is time to do what it's supposed to do. No emotions attached, no bills to pay, nothing. That is why we opt for that particular option. Because with the AI tool, you can have uncountable number of trades on at the same time, closing and buying and selling for you seamlessly. But as a human, there's only a specific amount of trades that you can monitor at a time. You're not a robot. I'm sure you've probably heard that analogy before. Let's say you're out walking, you're overworking yourself, and somebody tells you need to rest. You're not a robot. But the robot doesn't need to rest because the robot just keeps executing as soon as it can and whenever it can. So that's why you need to understand why we decide that Royal Q is the first and the best bot out there for you to help make your trades easier. Okay, so how does Royal Q really work? Now, here's a graphical representation of how it works. On the left here, you can see the Royal Q on the left, which is the Royal Q bot. And on the right, you can see the Binance application. Now, remember, I explained that for you to own, buy, or sell any cryptocurrency, you need to be involved with something we call a cryptocurrency exchange, which is where you buy and you sell your cryptocurrencies, which is where you also have a cryptocurrency wallet. If someone wants to send you some cryptocurrency, you need to have a cryptocurrency wallet to receive that cryptocurrency. So I also told you that the major cryptocurrency exchange that we use in Royal Q is Binance. There are other ones, but Binance is the one that is more user friendly for a lot more people. That is why we decided to stick with that. So now for you to bind your Royal Q application to your Binance, it is done with something called the API. Now, this API here, again, let me give an explanation or an analogy. Now, I'm sure that a lot of us here, maybe in the past, before the commercial banks became really famous, maybe you were in school or you were working on the road, trekking or going somewhere, and a few people or one person walked up to you and told you that, excuse me, sir, excuse me, ma, we would like to invite you to our bank. We would like you to come and bank with us. We'd like you to register, open an account with us, and start banking with us. I'm sure that a few of us here probably open the banks that we currently use now that way. Now, in that particular scenario, there, the API will be the person who came up to you to tell you to come bank with them. That is the person who is connecting you to that bank. So that marketer in this particular scenario would be the API. He or she is the person who connected you to that bank. Now, why would you need to connect or link your RoyalQ bot to your Binance? Because, believe it or not, RoyalQ has no access to your funds. Your funds are 100% in your own custody. I will say that again. Your funds are in 100% control, 100% in your own custody. There are other businesses out there whereby, they'll tell you, send some money over to this cryptocurrency wallet, will trade on your behalf, and they will send back your returns. That's not the case here. All the money you want to use to trade will be in your possession. Nobody has access to it except yourself, because you have the passwords, you have the 2FA, everything that restricts access to your account, you have. So that is why you will need to connect your API, your RoyalQ bot, to your Binance, because with this RoyalQ application, that is where you'll be able to see the trades and see the amount of funds that are in your cryptocurrency wallet. So thereby allowing the RoyalQ bot to perform its trades. And yes, both profits, both capital, everything stays in your own Binance. Everything. Now you might ask me, okay, this is amazing, but how do they now make their money eventually? I'll get to that as we go on. But I need you to understand, if we don't take anything away from this call today, just understand that nobody has access to your money except you. If you don't take anything away from this call, everything I've said today, just take that I said that nobody has access to your money except yourself. So that is why we are here preaching the gospel. Now, so the style of trading we use in RoyalQ is what we call spot trading. Now, it is not complicated. I'm sure for most businessmen and women here, it's as easy as ABC to them. It's the same thing we've all been doing. Is you deciding to buy a product for less and selling it at a profit. It's as simple as that. You're deciding to buy for low and sell at a profit. That's what spot trading is. Spot trading is buying low and selling high so that you can make the difference, which is the profit in this case. Now, same thing. An example would be, let's say you decide to buy a keg of fuel. You decide to buy fuel at 300 naira per liter. You decide to buy a full gallon of fuel for 300 naira per liter and keep it in your house. So you might ask me, with spot trading, are you telling me that there's no way I can lose money? There is no way you can lose money. Only one scenario, and I'll tell you what that scenario is. This analogy here, you decide to buy fuel at 300 naira per liter, you keep it in your house. Now, your plan is that in the future, when fuel gets to 600 naira per liter, you are going to sell that whole keg of fuel so that you can make good profit. All right. But now the market goes against you because, yes, the market does what it wants to do. The market goes down and it goes up. Now the market goes against you. Now that fuel is no longer 300 naira per liter. It dwindles down to 250 per liter. It goes down to 200 naira per liter, down to 150 per liter. Now, in that exact scenario there, you are in what we call a floating loss, not an actual loss. You're in a floating loss. Why is it a floating loss? Because you still have possession of that commodity, of that product. You still have that keg of fuel in your house. The only way you'd lose the money or lose any form of money is if you decide to sell off that keg of fuel when the prices were down. But if you decide to hold on to that particular keg of fuel till the price appreciates back to your break-even point when you got into the market, you see that all you had to do was wait. The only thing you spent during that entire period was time. You had to wait for the market to bounce down and bounce back up to when you got into the market and eventually make your profits. So there is no actual loss in spot trading, except you sell off when you are in a floating loss. And I think I've explained what a floating loss is to every one of us here. So another strategy that we use in RareQ is what we call the Martingale strategy. Now, there's an analogy I always love to use that is for the layman, for the person that has no idea what I'm talking about. But I'm hoping this explanation would make it clearer for you. Now, let's say there is Mr. A. Now, Mr. A decides to buy a cryptocurrency at $200. He purchases that cryptocurrency at $200. His plan, we all have a plan until it doesn't work out. His plan is that the cryptocurrency is, when it gets to $600, he's going to sell off in profit. That's his plan. Now he buys that cryptocurrency, but now the market decides to do what the market wants to do. The market goes against him, Mr. A. So the coin that he bought at $200 is now worth $190. It further depreciates to $180, $150, $120, $100. Now, Mr. A is panicking. Mr. A is wondering, what's going on? What do I need to do? Do I sell off now? Do I wait? But Mr. A decides to just hold on and wait for the market to do what it wants to do. Remember, Mr. A was in a floating loss, not an actual loss throughout this period. Now, when the market now reappreciates to his break-even point, which is $200, and eventually gets to his profit target at $600, everyone is happy. All he wasted at that time was all he wasted during that period was time. All he had to sacrifice during that period was time, but not his money, because all he had to do was hold on to that commodity, that cryptocurrency, until it appreciated to his profit target. Now that is scenario A. Scenario B for Mr. B. Mr. B decides to do the same thing Mr. A has done, but with a little twist. Mr. B decides to buy a cryptocurrency, same price, at $200. His plan, again, is that when it gets to $600, he's going to sell off in profit. But the market goes against Mr. B again. Now the market now depreciates to $190, depreciates to $180, 150, 160, 120. But Mr. B took this depreciation differently from what Mr. A did. All Mr. A did was wait for the market to go down and come back up. But Mr. B decided to take a different approach to this. Every time the market dwindled, Mr. B bought more coins. So when it dropped from $200 to $190, he bought more. When it dropped from $190 to $180, he bought more. When it dropped from $180 to $150, he bought more. He just kept buying more while the market was depreciating because he understood that the market does two things. It goes down and it comes up. And he knew that eventually, when the market now appreciates back to when his break even was, he would have made way more money than Mr. A did. Because all Mr. A did was just wait for the market to go down and come back up. But Mr. B decided to take advantage of that market drop to purchase more coins, to purchase more assets, and obviously make more money when the market appreciated. So always be like Mr. B. And that's what RoyalQ helps you do here, because we have amazing strategies that help you maximize your funds, especially when the market is going against you. There are strategies in place where you can set up your RoyalQ bot to buy even more commodity, buy more coins while the market is dwindling so that you can make more when the market starts appreciating, which is something you cannot do as a regular human being. Imagine being a regular human being watching the trade go down and then you decide, oh, I'm going to buy at this level. Oh, I'm going to buy at the next level. It doesn't work that way. You're human. But the robots, as soon as you set all that up and you let it play on, it happens seamlessly. As soon as the market dwindles to a certain percentage, it buys more coins. It dwindles down more, it buys more coins. It comes back up, it sells in profit. Simple as that. It just executes when it is supposed to execute. Okay, so here are a few operations in RoyalQ. There are different strategies that I said earlier. Now we have the cycle strategy, which is automatic and seamless. Now, why do we call it cycle? I'll give an example. Let's say you set up your bot, you program your RoyalQ bot, and you tell it that RoyalQ bot, when the market gets to $100, this particular coin, please buy this coin for me. Now, when you buy this coin for me and the market appreciates to $300, please sell off in profit for me. Now, that is the first process done. The cycle strategy means that you're telling the bot that even when you have sold in profit for me, if the market decides to start dwindling or start depreciating, rebuy into this particular cryptocurrency. When it rebuys and the market decides to appreciate and gets the profit target, sell off in profit for me. And keep repeating this process until I say stop. That is what cycle strategy means. You have given a command to the RoyalQ bot telling it to keep buying and keep selling in profit until you decide to come back and stop that process. All right. So that's what cycle strategy means. Now, the next strategy we have is called one shot. And I'm hoping this is self-explanatory. One shot simply means that you are telling your RoyalQ bot that as soon as you buy this coin at $100, for example, and it gets to $300 and you sell in profit for me, please do not re-enter the market anymore. As soon as you buy this coin at $100 and you get to my profit target of $300 and you have kept my profit for me in my wallet, do not re-enter this particular coin. I don't care if the market comes back down. I don't care if the market depreciates. Do not re-enter this coin. So that's what one shot means, is a one-time trade. But cycle is a continuous trade until you come and stop that. Now, for the monthly profit, for the cycle strategy, we make approximately from 5 to 30% per month. Now, and for the one-shot strategy, you can make from 5 to 100% per month, depending on whatever strategy that you decide to take on. And yes, you don't have to stick to one strategy. Remember, there are so many cryptocurrencies out there, so many of them. You can decide to set some aside for the cycle strategy. You can decide to set a few of them for the one-shot strategy as well. Yes, thereby maximizing your capital to make more gains for yourself. So what do you earn or what do you make in this royal queue and how do you make them? The first one is the trading income. Now, trading income is the income you make when the royal queue bot successfully sells in profit for you. So that profit you have made is what we call the trading income. Now, we have the team trading profits. So for everybody that you decide to bless this opportunity with or show this business and decide to get on board with you and start trading the same way you're trading, of course, they'll be making money. And as they're making money as well, you also make money while they make money from their trades as well, a certain percentage. Now, the next is the affiliate income. Affiliate income is the income you make when people that you have shown the business as well show another person or other few people the business. As everybody makes profit, you also make profit because you are the one that showed them this business. Now, on the top right here, we have the fuel fee. Now, what is the fuel fee? The fuel fee is, yes, exactly. I was asking, I said earlier that some people might be asking, oh, this bot looks amazing. It does all these things. It has all these features, fantastic. But was it just created out of love or just made for no gains whatsoever? They just created the bot for everybody to use and be happy. It's a business. So yes, they have to make some profit from your trades. And especially because they're helping make your trades easier, they have to get a cut of that profit. So what is this cut that they make? Now for the fuel fee, it is 20% of the trading profit. So whatever profit that you make, if you make $10, $2 goes to the company. If you make $100, 20% of that goes to the company. So for whatever profit you make, and remember, it is only when you make profit that they make profit. Only when you make profit, they make profit. If you don't make any profit, they don't make any profit. So only when your trades close in profit, that is when this 20% fee would be deducted from your profits. All right, so how do you get started with this business? Now, you will need a minimum of 240 USDT. Remember, this business of ours, RoyalQ, deals with cryptocurrency, not fiat currency. So you need a minimum of 240 USDT to kickstart this business. Now, how is it shared? 120 USDT would be for the access to use this bot of ours, this RoyalQ bot. This is what gives you access to use it. So it's for a year. So the 120 USDT is recurring yearly. All right. And of course, you're going to make that back before the next year or the next payment, depending on how you use and how you maximize the bots in question. Next, you need at least 20 USDT of fuel fee. Now, I remember telling you that the RoyalQ company and the business, they have no access to the money you have in your cryptocurrency exchange. And the exchange in this case is your Binance. They don't have access to it. Now, you might be asking me, you just said that they take a 20% cut of whatever profit you make. So how do they have access to that 20%? Do they trade on your behalf? When you make profit, they then tell you, oh, we trust you, we believe that you send our profits to us when we are done. No, it doesn't work that way. How it works is that you would need to send a little funds to the RoyalQ bot. In this case here, at least 20 USDT. Why? Because that is where they'll be taking their own profits from. Remember, all the money is in your wallet. So because they don't have access to the funds in your Binance, there has to be a way for them to seamlessly take that. And what do I mean by that? Let's say you make a profit in your Binance. Because they can't access the funds in your Binance, the fill fee that you have sent to the RailQ bot, that is where they will take that percentage from. They can't access your Binance. Please understand that, like I said earlier, if you don't take anything away from this call, take that nobody has access to your money except yourself. So approximately a minimum of 20 USDT for the fuel fee. This will be in your RailQ bot, so they can take their own 20% whenever you make a profit in your Binance. Then a minimum of 100 USDT in your Binance as your trading capital. Now I say $100 because that's like the minimum. Of course, you can have way more. $10,000, $20,000, $5,000, $1,000, whatever it is your capital is, can be put in your own Binance, in your own wallet, and that's what we use to trade on your behalf. Remember, $100 is just the minimum, but of course, there are people trading with a lot more than that: $10,000, $20,000, $40,000 of USDT in this sense. So yes, depending on whatever capital that you have and you're willing to use to trade, all that is in your own custody. So here are a few reasons why RailQ is just amazing. The first one is no payment of salary to anyone because everything is done on your smartphone. So remember, I said that we are blessed at such a time that everything is made easier for us. You don't have to go to an office to have this done. You don't have to go to a cyber cafe. You don't have to drive to go to where this can work for you. All this works seamlessly on your smartphone. Next, no data required. It does not require internet data, internet for you to sell or buy. What do I mean? The only time you would need internet service is when you are imputing the details you'd like the RailQ bot to execute. That is the only time you need your data to be on. But as soon as you're done with your permutations and the numbers and the percentages that you'd like it to take profit and when to get into a coin and so on, as soon as you click on start, you can turn off your data. You can walk into a place that has no internet service. You can walk into a place that has no internet coverage. You can keep your phone. You don't have to be there for the bot to execute the trades. And that's the beauty of it, seamlessly. Everything will be done for you. And when you come back, excuse me, when you come back, you can see all the bot has sold for you. Next, 0% supervision fee, capital and profit is 100% in your custody. Like I said, all your funds, even profits, everything and capital are in your custody, in your Binance, your own Binance. Next, your children and your family can inherit this business. We have a saying that in the future, we'll no longer be leaving properties, leaving lands and buildings for our family members. We'll probably be leaving passwords and secret keys for us, for them to access our digital wealth in the future. Next, no loss of funds and no third party. No skills required except you decide to become a day trader. Remember, I told you that day traders are those that have more technical know-how, what coins to get into, what coins not to get into at the moment, when to get out, and how to maximize the market. Finally, no CAC degree certificate is required for you to do this business. Now, what do you stand to gain when you join the RQTMI team? The first one is you get access to the RQTMI premium group to earn more. Obviously, we have a lot of groups out there, on WhatsApp. You can take advantage of. We have amazing leaders that you can always reach out to when you have any issues or whatever downtime on your RailQ. Anything you don't understand, there's always someone there that can help you in our groups. And if you decide to go learn this elsewhere, this could cost you from $3,000 to $3,500 for you to learn this skill alone. Now, we also give you free training until you become a pro with RailQ. We'll teach you social media marketing as well, WhatsApp marketing, and finally, RQTMI trading setup template. Now, this is an amazing template that is helping the entire community right now. It's a template that caters to whatever capital you have, down from $200 to $100,000. There's a setup for you to help maximize your capital. Now, if you decide to go learn all this elsewhere, it could fetch you from $5,000 to $6,000 just for you to learn this entire skill. But here in the RQTMI team, all this will be for free as soon as you sign up. You become part of the family. You can reach out to all the leaders. Anything you don't understand, you can reach out to me, to all our amazing leaders out there that can help you solve the problem that you currently have. So that being said, that's my time. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Ikenna George Elendo once again, and I will like to see if Coach Mo can say a few words before we call it a night. Thank you very much, everyone. Coach Mo, can you say a few words?
All right, thank you so much, Coach Josh. That was an amazing presentation, and I believe everyone here tonight learned a lot. So please, this is as transparent as he could go. Royal Q is just the best of the best, and you need to get started as soon as you can. Just reach out to whoever invited you for this session, ask for their unique link, and get started. Remember, this is a skills that when you learn these skills, no one can take these skills away from you. Imagine learning a skills where your children can inherit from you. Your wife could also learn the skills from you. So take this business very, very seriously. In fact, if I will say, take trading serious for this year and see how it will go in the next 6 months from now, you are going to be amazed with the result you get. So for those in Port Harcourt, we have a seminar coming up on Sunday. Please, we need you to be there because we have top leaders who will be there on that day to come and educate us, show us live. We're going to see live what is happening, what people have been able to achieve from this same community. It is going to be amazing. We have the number one, the first male V6 and only male V6 in Africa will be there live. We also have Dr. Money, which is the first and only female V6 in the world. She is also going to be there. So it's going to be amazing. So please, you don't need to miss out for that seminar. You need to be there on that day. Come along with all your prospects, come along with your friends and family so that they can come and listen to what we have to say. This is the future of money. So come and listen to what we have to say on that day. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Coach George, over to you, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach Mo. Yeah, I want to see if for the next 5 minutes, if you can answer a few questions. So if you have any questions, just drop them in the chat and we'll try our best to get through the ones that we can see for the next 5 minutes. Coach Mo will be here to also attend to any questions that you have. So if you have any questions, just type them in the chat, and if they're clear enough, we'll answer them. If they're not, we'll probably need to get back to the person who invited you, and of course, that will be cleared up instantly. So if there are any questions, please let me know in the chat, and Coach Mo and I will do our best to answer them. So while we're waiting for the questions, if you got any value from this meeting today, please let me know in the chat if you got any value, if I was clear enough, if it was confusing, what exactly did you enjoy and what exactly did you not understand? So let me know in the chat and we'll be looking. Someone said, "What of Calabar?" Okay, so so after the Port Harcourt event, which is on Sunday, so remember, please don't miss that. If you're around Port Harcourt, ensure that you are there. Bring all your prospects. Come and see amazing leaders and see what this business has done for them. You know, we always say that seeing is believing. So it is best for you to come and see for yourself and decide to take an informed decision on if you want to be a part of the business as well. So someone said, what of Calabar? After the Port Harcourt event, we're looking. The next event is most likely going to be Lagos. That will be an amazing event. So I'm sure we'll get to Calabar eventually. Eventually, we'll get there. Someone said, please, can I get a recording? I joined late. Okay, yeah. Coach Mo will get the recording out to all the groups when this is over. So you can always send that to your prospects or take a listen for yourself. If there's any part you don't understand, you can always ask in the group and we'll get back to you on that as well.
All right, Coach George, I think I can see two questions here.
Okay,
Let me answer them. All right, Queen Juliet, you just asked a question that can one lose money on Royal Q, just like FX trade, which is Forex trade. All right, so what we trade here is the crypto spot market, whereby we don't use leverage. It is only when you use leverage, just like futures trading and the Forex trading is when you lose money. But in this case, it is different. We have no losses here, please. So it is 0% loss. The robot only buys low and sells high, and we don't use leverage. So I believe your question has been answered clearly. And I'll be moving to the other question. Somebody is also asking.
So, okay.
Yeah, somebody is also asking. I can't find the question. Let me quickly look out for the question.
Yeah, so I think the question, Mrs. Juliet or Miss Juliet is asking is, for instance, like futures trading. If you lose money like on Binance, you can also trade in futures, go long or go short. I'm sure that's what she means. But no, in RERQ here we are spot trading. I explain what spot trading is, where you buy low and you sell high. That's all you're trying to do, and you can only you can be in a floating loss. I explained that as well with remember when I gave the example of a keg of fuel. That is what we call a floating loss. It's not an actual loss until you sell at a loss. But as long as you have the patience to wait for the market to recover, definitely your money will be back. It will still be in your wallet. You will just see the value right there. The only time you lose money is when you sell off at a loss, at a floating loss. As long as you don't do that, you don't lose any money. Next one says, can I assume that RoyQ as a company only introduces pairs that they're confident and genuine as long-term profit? Exactly. So the thing is, you need to understand that all you are seeing in your RoyQ application is everything that is on your Binance. Every coin that is on Binance that is tradable, the concrete ones, the ones that have good usability and use cases, those are the ones that are reflected on your RoyalQ application. Those are the ones that you can trade with on your Binance, on your crypto RoyalQ application. I hope that's clear. Anthony says, nice presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. How do you know the coin to trade potential profit? So like I said, we have amazing technical lessons and Zoom classes that you can always attend. We have calls on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. But there won't be anyone on Sunday because we have an amazing meeting seminar in Port Harcourt on Sunday. But after that, we have meetings, we have Zoom webinars on Wednesdays, on Fridays, Saturday, and Sunday. Wednesdays are usually for explaining what cryptocurrency is and how RealQ works. Then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's where we go down to the technical aspects of what cryptocurrency is and what coins that we are looking at and what coins can make us maximum profit. Thank you for the present. Thank you so much. Great. Yeah, wait, Calabar. Yeah, I'm sure at some point we'll get to Calabar. So yeah, just look out for that. Look out for that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What of Abuja? Yeah, we had a massive seminar in Abuja. Coach Mo, that was few weeks ago. Yes.
Yes, please. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago we had a massive webinar seminar in Abuja. So maybe you probably missed that, but I'm sure we'll probably circle back around eventually and come back to Abuja eventually. What is the maximum period of floating loss? Now, there's no maximum period of floating loss. It depends on what the market does. And one thing too that is really amazing with RoyalQ is that even when you're in a loss, there is a way to what we call buy yourself out of that loss. There's a way to pump yourself out of that loss. And these are um, trade secrets that we have in RoyalQ when you become a part of it. So that's the difference between using RoyalQ to trade and trading alone on Binance. You can't do this thing I'm just explaining right now, which is where you can buy yourself out of a loss. That can only happen when you're using the RoyalQ application to trade. So when you become a part of the business, trust me, you understand what I mean by buying yourself out of a loss, especially when you have like reserve capital waiting for these losses. So I hope that is very clear. So yeah, Miss or Mrs. Faith says, when a trade is going so deep, what guarantee do you have that the trade will come up soonest? Now, like I said, there is no time frame for when a trade can come up soonest because the market, if you are if you are if you are frequent with the cryptocurrency market, you see that there are times the market can dump, and then there are times the market can pump over 30%, 40% in one night. So depending on whatever coin, and also depending on the movement of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the mother of all of them, is the mother of all the coins. So the movement of Bitcoin usually determines the volatility of some of the coins. But I'm telling you that the dips, regardless of how deep it is, that trade strategies that you can buy yourself out of dips. I keep saying that because and you can only do that in RoyalQ. You cannot do that if you are trading on your own in Binance. You cannot buy yourself out of a floating loss in Binance, but you can do that in RoyalQ. Please, I need material for prospecting. Teach me my okay. Yeah. So there's Coach Mo will Coach Mo, if you can put the YouTube link here for them to go back. You have so many calls that have been recorded. Just take your pick, send to your prospects, and let them know. Explain to them if they still don't get it, you can always try to reach out to any leader to get on a personal call with them and explain how this business works for them if they're open to that. How sustainable is the robot? Has it come to stay? I can tell you personally that I've been in RoyalQ since 2021. So, and the thing people don't understand is that in RoyalQ, the money that's being used to trade is in your Binance. I keep emphasizing on that. So you understand what I mean. The money is in your Binance. So let's say in the future, which is not going to happen, but let's say in the future, RoyalQ says, you know what, we're stopping operations. We're no longer, we don't want to keep providing this service for you. It still won't affect you because all your funds are in your Binance. It doesn't concern you. They can take their bags and leave. Your money is in your Binance. So I hope you understand what I mean by every cent, every USDT is in your custody. I hope you understand what I mean by that now. So my own personal experience, I've been in RoyalQ since 2021, and this is 2024. And it's just getting better and bigger as we go. So I hope that answers your question. Would you please list a few coins that don't delay? Katana, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. For you to understand coins and for you to know what profit you can make in each coin, you need to analyze the coins, which I said, this is why I said you need to attend the technical classes that we have so that you know what coins have potential to do certain numbers and so on. Please, can you explain how you can? I can't explain that right now. You need to when you become a member, trust me, we have classes for members. We have members only classes that we teach these things. So that's why it's called Trade Secrets. I don't know what IPC Capital is, but I know that RoyalQ is an application that helps you trade because you link it to your Binance, thereby letting the bot trade with your funds. But they don't have access to your funds. I'm assuming probably whatever business this is that you stated here, you probably had to send money to them for them to trade or something. But here you don't send money to anybody. Your money is in your wallet. I think we've done more than 5 minutes now. Coach Mo, do you have anything else to say before we call it a night?
I think we've said more than enough, and it's fine from here.
I agree. I agree. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody, for making our time to attend this meeting of ours. Please remember, on Sunday, we have the amazing seminar in Port Harcourt. Do not forget, invite your prospects, let them come and see amazing leaders, and then make an informed decision. That being said, I'm going to unmute ourselves to say our goodbyes. Have an amazing night. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good night.
Thank you very much.
Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night.